Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. So we're kind of getting a late start tonight. Basically my days have been filled with me just trying to figure out what the game plan for the race truck is. So I really need to get on this. I've been trying to just kind of come up with a solid game plan of stuff to have the truck ready by April. Now the major thing with that is obviously the engine. I haven't made any solid decisions or anything like that. I still need to talk to a few people. I'm just trying to get my head around the whole thing. There's so many options, so many different ways we could go, people we could go with, but we've talked about that in the past, so I'm not gonna bore you with that anymore. Needless to say, I think we have one more possible shot at getting this truck back to the track, and that is this coming Saturday. The temperature is supposed to be up around 50 degrees. So it's probably our last chance to get this thing to the track. The issue with that though, it's like a 60% chance of rain right now, and it being Wednesday night, the weather people never know what's going on, but it wouldn't surprise me if they got this one right, because, well, it just wouldn't be any good for us. So I think after the Saturday, if we don't get the truck to the track, I'm gonna call it, and that will be it. That will be it for this truck running down the track in its current form. So then we can get on our winter plans. Major things we're gonna do, like I just talked about, the engine, but the cage is also another big thing that we're gonna do. So I'm trying to just figure out what that all looks like. So really, there's nothing to do to the race truck. It is good to go. The oil's full, the coolant's full, same stuff I talked about last video. So hunting season's over. You know, our chances to get the track are about over. So we're still in winter readiness mode. Tonight we're gonna focus on Caitlin a little bit. We just got the new tires. I just ordered the components for the front end of the truck that we had discussed before with our death wobble issues. So we're gonna finally attack that so we can get a good alignment and not just destroy the tires on the truck. But the other things we got to do, we got to change the fuel filters. I can't remember the last time I did them. I probably should have done them the last oil change, but we're going to go ahead and do that because, you know, just being cold out and all that, I want fresh fuel filters on there. But the other things we're going to do are right here. Yeah, I'm going to put mud flaps on the truck. This is not something I want to do. It's more of a necessity. As you can see, the truck is just filthy. All kinds of dirt and stuff getting kicked up on the side of her. Always happens with my stone driveway, and I've finally had enough of it. I want to try and keep the salt off the paint as much as I can, and also try and keep the mud and stuff down on the truck. So we're going to be putting mud flaps front and rear. I know I'm probably not going to like how they look. I can almost guarantee it. And you see how dirty the truck is behind the tires, and they hardly poke out. Like I've said previously, I don't know how people do it with those wide ass tires that poke out real far and keep their trucks clean. I certainly don't have the mentality for it. So we're going to be putting these Husky liner mud flaps on the truck, like I said, and I know you guys are going to comment down below. Not something that's going to look good on the truck, but this is a daily driver, and that's what we're going to do. It's more of form and function than fashion. I don't really, truck looks fine, but it's not a showpiece for sure. And the last thing we're going to tackle tonight is we're actually going to put a heater cord on the truck. So when I ordered this truck way back in 2012, for whatever reason, I decided not to get the cord. I don't know why. I can't remember my reasoning at the time. But the thing that you guys should know, if your truck does not have a cord to plug the truck in the evenings, which we will be keeping the truck in the garage, but in case we're down at the camp or something like that, we have it in case, you know, extreme temperatures. But anyhow, all the trucks actually come with them in the engine from the factory. So we'll dive into that. It has a little plug on it. All we got to do is uncap that, screw this in, and run the wire. We should be good to go. So that's a couple little tasks tonight, but even though it's below freezing out, I got to give the thing a little bath before we can put these mud guards on there. So here's the freezing, but let's get to it. And yeah, I'm not really looking forward to seeing this thing with mud flaps on it, but Oh well. All right, guys, let's get to it. Our half-ass wash job is complete. It's gonna look like total ass tomorrow. I know it. I did wash where the mud flaps are going to go on the truck with soap. The rest of it I just pressure washed a little bit, but it is certainly an ice rink out there now. But we'll get this thing in here, get the door closed, get the heater on, see if we can dry it out a little bit and warm up everything a little bit before we get to doing this, while we do our fuel filters and all that. Yeah, now that hunting season's over, winter can go ahead and get out of here. I don't need it no more. Yeah, that's a little tight. Definitely could stand to get the race truck over a little bit further when we go to do our winter projects. Definitely a pain in the ass, especially up in this region. Nicing up already. So our cord is in, if you can see it down there. A little bit of a pain in the ass with the second gen swap, having the turbo up here. I had to reach my hand back between the exhaust manifold and the downpipe in order to get it, but we got it and ran it up into the bumper here, wrapped it around the cable for the fog lights, keep it from flapping around. So now we'll get onto these mud flaps. I still can't believe I'm saying it. Well, I got the first one installed. I never grabbed the GoPro. I just kind of got into it, but we'll get into it on the next side. But I got to pull the truck out in order to do it. It is drying up pretty nicely, so hopefully we can do this quickly, because there is some 3M clear to put on, which I'll show you now. So I got the two 8mm bolts out, basically to bolt into these holes. There is an optional bolt. What I found on the driver's side is not really necessary. So the hardest part is really, they give you this clear protectant for the paint right here. So you kind of got to just eyeball it and figure out where to put it. They give you like a soapy solution to mix up to do it. I found on the other side I didn't really need it, but just kind of figure out about where it goes. And then I just eyeballed it. You know, of course you don't want to try not to get any bubbles or anything in it. So get it on there. That seems pretty good. So then just take our 3M tape off here. Just the 3M double-sided tape. Pull the backing off. What I did, just start up here at the top bolt, get that started. And get the bottom one started. And then another tricky part is they give you this clip to put on there. So here's where you can put the optional screw, but here's where the clip goes, and basically it will clip behind this other fender liner that I have, the fender flare, the factory fender flare. They do make these for non-fender flare trucks. So if you don't have these flares, so this I found is a kind of a pain. You got to get it behind your factory one. And then what I did, just take the screwdriver, like I said, it's a hard part, pain in the ass, I should say. Gotta get started there, and right there, and just take the screwdriver. Jam her on there, and pretty well secure. And I will say that I am very surprised. I think the fit and finish is pretty good. Still not ecstatic, I think, of how it's going to look, especially once we get the rears on there. But here, and I don't know that you guys can see it, here's our clear underneath. It is bubbling up a little here at the bottom because I think I got some moisture in there, even though I did wipe it off. But oh well, if we have to, we'll get some other clear later if it gets to be a problem. But like I said earlier, I don't know if these are going to be permanent or not. We'll see if they work. So our mud flaps are on. I'll be honest, they don't look as bad as I made them out, as I thought they were going to be. But then again, it's not daylight, so I can't look at the whole truck at once and all that. But yeah, the fit on these Husky liner mud flaps is definitely good. I am impressed. I was really concerned or wondering how good they'd fit with the factory fender flares. So yeah, that's good. And both the front and the rear, like I was saying before, have an optional bolt that you can do. For the back, you actually have to drill. It's up in here, but as you can see, which I don't know if you guys can because it's pretty dark, it's pretty firm in there. So I don't think they're really necessary. Only time will tell, but I'm anxious to see how they hold up and if they actually do their job. Looking at the truck from the rear, and that tire's turned, so it's hard to tell. I don't know if it's really going to make a big difference. I just tired of the truck having, I mean, it's always dirty anyway, but it just looks like you ran through a field. Just going through the driveway, I had a friend of mine ask me that the other day. He says, what were you running through? Nothing. But so tired of that. We'll see if this is a solution. I definitely did rush through a little bit, as after the first one, it was cold outside, and that didn't help that 3M stuff stick any better, and I was rushing through it, didn't help either. But oh well, if we decide to keep them, we'll go back and do it right, get rid of the rubber in the rear and all that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below. I'm sure you will. Anyway, but what do you think of them? And do you think they're going to work? So hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys on the next one. Get out in your garage, get the wrenching on your truck.